Hey Libra, it's healed and open. Follow my IG page, healed underscore and underscore open. Subscribe to this channel for your monthly readings. The IG page has the weekly readings. During your pre-shuffle, you have the Nine of Pentacles, which I love seeing because there's so much joy in the picture and sense of self and growth behind her. It's almost inspiring. It didn't click until just now, and then you also have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and that may be someone you are involved with, someone who's not vibrationally on the same level as you, probably with good potential but just not quite there yet. Let's see what the cards say. What is Libra, right? What is Libra's energy for the month of August? Libra's energy for the month of August. Unlimited possibilities. Who is involved in the month of August? Psychic development. What is hidden for Pisces in the month of August? My goodness. Struggle, self-love, and growth. And I usually don't take all three of these cards. Struggle, what is hidden from you? Struggle, self-love, and growth. I'm taking it. I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm taking it. But since it's so much, in the last few cards, I've liked to just do the three and see where we are. You have the world is yours for the month of August, but it all depends on how you take it, you know. There's a very mature tree in that picture, but at a distance it looks very bare. Once you get up close to it, it's full. It's full of, I guess I could show you the picture. Let's see if you can see it. There are blossoms and blooms. Vines also signify growth. But at a distance, you can't tell that. So maybe from afar, people who are looking at you from the outside in, who don't have a good relationship with you, feel like will have a different perception of you as opposed. And then once they get to know you, it's like, oh, okay. Oh, well, that's not, I never would have thought that about you. You may hear that a lot. As far as your psychic development, it's a little off right now. You're making a lot of poor decisions, not listening to your intuition, just kind of going with the flow. And then things happen and you're like, damn it, I should have listened to my gut. But by that time, the moment has passed. You're missing out on I think by not listening to your gut is what's causing you to struggle and what's hidden. Because if you look at it, this card is at the top, but underneath that you have, so on the outside, even maybe on the outside of yourself, like without you exploring the situation, you feel like there's nothing really going on here, and it kind of deter, I don't know, my words are a little off today. Let me know if that was right, and I can look it up later. But what was I saying? Distracted myself. maybe even to yourself, you see a lack, and all you see is how things look on surface value, and you see it as a struggle, like this isn't working out for me, this isn't working for me, and it almost gives you a woe is me attitude instead of saying, hey, this isn't working out, and really digging deep and exploring. You would have to dig deep to get to the level of the self-love and the growth. But initially, that superficial band-aid is struggle. You rip that off. That's just like when a scab heals, or when a wound or a cut, broken skin heals. At the top, there's this ugly makeup, crusty, dry, a little rough. It's not appealing, but underneath, for those of you who pick your scabs, underneath there's growth. The skin is coming back together. You have that white opaque color, which is good for healing. Not that you should pick your scabs and see if it's healing correctly, because then a lot of green goo would come out. Anyway, off on a tangent. There's a lot of good stuff happening under that ugly scab, under that nasty band-aid. But let it, go through the struggle, go through the process of letting that scab be there, or all the excess moisture being soaked up by the band-aid. Go through it, because underneath it, there's something beautiful. There's a rebirth of you, really. That was a little long-winded. Okay, let's see. What's Libra's biggest challenge for the month of August? Libra's biggest challenge for the month of August. Hold on, Libra, okay? Abundance. What is Libra's strength for the month of August? Emotional release. What does... I'm giving it to you. Okay, what does, and this one, I'm sorry, I didn't even get to finish, but Spirit knew. Okay, so what does Libra need to let go of in the month of August? Anger and death. Let that shit in, man. But let's come back here. What was this? This is energy, involvement, hidden, challenge. There's too much going on. I think there are too many changes. You can't really... You like a sense of balance, but you also, to balance things out, you have to organize them. And I think it's just a lot of moving parts right now, and it's too much. But the good thing about it is you know how to let go of things. Okay, this isn't wanted, this isn't wanted. Let's just sort this out and give it some... You're good at emotional feng shui, if that makes sense. With that, though, everyone else isn't. That's where the anger comes in. That's where the you wanting to be done with people comes in. Control this, because it's not necessary. Get it together. I mean, no one's going to be on the same page you are. We all have our roles in the zodiac. Yours is keeping everyone straight. And that means reining people in. But you have to do it with love. Don't do it with irritation and impatience, because it doesn't pan out right. It doesn't pan out right for you. You're left with the burden of people and their stupidity, if I can just be blunt about it. So, Let's see what the outcome is if you listen and take Spirit's advice. Four of Swords. Okay. I'm messing around with these cards and I'm not being okay. Let me go back because the Emperor card came out. And I have a habit of being sorry, Libra. Okay, so I don't know where I ended, but okay, yes. So the Emperor card came out and I was just gonna be like, but I never learned my lesson. By nature I'm hard-headed, so we can chalk it up to that. But if you follow Spirit's advice, you have the Four of Swords and you have the Emperor card. And this is a good thing because it takes you out of being angry about things. You understand it. And I feel like you can still have the emotion of saying like, no, this is this, being very direct. But if someone gives you the response that you're not looking for, you don't react in anger. You react in the main quality of the Emperor, which is kind of being stubborn. Like, nope, I know what it is. This is what it's going to be, and just be done with it. And then you won't have all the worry. Your emotions are stable. That's a balance. When you're asleep, like, it's one emotion. Not unless you're having nightmares, but this person isn't. It's just one emotion. There's a sense of calmness, that sense of balance for sure. And it's a very healthy way of dealing with things. Let's see what the outcome is if you do not take Spirit's advice. What is the outcome if Libra does not take Spirit's advice? Someone's dealing with a Pisces because that keeps popping up, and I never try to involve other signs in your reading. What was I saying? If you do not follow Spirit's advice, what is the outcome? If Libra does not follow Spirit's advice, what is the outcome? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. King of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse. And dang, Libra. Like, I don't even feel like I have to say this, but geez, just take Spirit's advice because this is a mess. This is a mess. Five of Cups is always a mess. I mean, yes, you have the option over here, but I think in reverse, you're not even focused on the actual other options you are. People will just irritate you. It's just like, how are you not getting this? I'm laying it out for you. I'm explaining it to you. You're not taking my advice. So what are we doing here? Then it puts you in the Eight of Swords energy, where you're just almost like fed up. Like, if you don't want to listen, then my hands are tied. I can't do anything for you. When you actually can, if you remove the personal emotion out of it and just be very unbiased about the advice you give, you'll always, this is the same energy of being that anger energy, that just wanting to be done. People are listening to you. You want to fight everybody. You're like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. This is a I got time today kind of energy. And then you have the King of Wands, who is just very my way or the highway. And Who wants to deal with that? You almost seem to isolate yourself. In all of these, there's isolation. There's isolation here, but there's rest. When you have like people in the background, this is a loving energy. Here, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. Take Spirit's advice for the month of August and end the summer in a joyous way. Okay, Libra. And if you're dealing with the Pisces, just be patient with them, because I almost said Pisces. Follow the IG channel, subscribe to the page. No. I said that backwards. Follow the IG page, subscribe to the channel. Life is good. Thank you.